Good afternoon from London. So again, a lot of the focus today remains around that EU summit, which is happening later on today. So firstly, we saw that the German Parliament had voted through that change for the EFSF, so enhancing the rescue fund by leveraging. So they voted it initially through in the lower house with a large majority of 503 to 89. However, we did see from an EU official that talks with banks over the Greek bond losses were deadlocked. And we also saw from an EU official that the Greek debt swap deal could take several weeks. So we saw quite a bit of downward pressure in the European stock markets on that and in the euro currency as well. So it came under some pressure on those comments. Now, in terms of the US, we had some data today. We had the new home sales. That came in beating forecasts, was expected at 300,000, came in at 313. And we also saw durable goods orders. They came in again slightly higher, was forecast at minus 1%, came in at minus 0.8%. We also saw fairly good earnings pre-market, especially from ConocoPhillips. They were forecast for an earning per share of $2.18, came in at $2.52, and Ford as well. So they were forecast at 44 cents, came in at 46. Now, in terms of other things around the session, we saw that the Bank of Canada had cut their GDP forecast, and we also saw comments from BOE's Poston, who said that inflation in the UK had peaked. Now, in terms of other data, we saw the Department of Energy inventory numbers today. So we saw that in crude oil, there was quite a large build of around 4.7 million barrels. But there was a drawdown in gasoline. However, we did see quite a bit of pressure coming into WTI on that. So WTI crude futures trading down around $2. But in terms of other news flow later on, there's nothing much apart from that massive EU summit today. So that's scheduled to begin at 6:15 London time. So all focus and attention will be on that summit and any comments that come from that later on. But for now, that's it from me. Enjoy the rest of the session.